What's up? I'm Empathetic Chicken and still working on some stuff for my deck. I have the brain and the heart like pretty much close to being finished. I did some more, can't see it, but I did some more painting on it and just like inking to kind of make it more defined. I still might go into the brain and do more green because I kind of liked it more green like it was before. I think I got a little heavy-handed with some of the colors. But yeah, I'm still debating on the heart if I want to add anything to it. But then I need to place, like I had all this together, it was sitting under a book so it flattened out because I need to scan it in eventually. That's for something else, but these need to be arranged on the cover. I think I've already shared pretty much the gist of how I'm going to do it, but I just needed to finish these so that I could put them on there and finally scan them in. So yeah, the priority right now is just touching up these. What am I doing? I want some of that green, that limer. Which is going to show up because I want the neon. The grease. I can't even tell if you can see that. I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time getting like opaque colors like I want. And I thought this gouache stuff would be like the way to go. But it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just impatient and I don't want to have to do layering. But I just want it to be vibrant and green, and it's just yellow when it's not working. But I'm gonna get it satisfactory. I just gotta freaking build it up, I guess. I kind of just went too far in the beginning, and I wish I would have like slowed down and not covered up all my green that I originally had. I still like it, I just feel like I would have liked more of the glowy green that I had, which I might could do something else. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking. I have some ideas. Maybe add another layer to the background, like around the cutout, to achieve my little glowy effect that I liked so good in the beginning. Kind of like making a glaze-ish type thing. I kind of like that. Nice. Maybe that's what I need to do. Like cover. Oh, watch, I'm gonna get heavy-handed again. Cover the white with the glaze color. Then, or this gouache. Make like a glaze of the yellowish green. Then it'll look like glowy, perhaps. I think it's working actually. Because the white was kind of like dark white and I didn't really like it. This might be the answer, man. Yes, yes! I like that already. Subtlety, man. Maybe. Subtlety. I feel like this is subtle in any way. mix some paint and kind of get me like a glow going for this heart, because I just want it to be like a contrasty glow. I really like, you can't see that when I was putting in the light, I really like that it's like this glowy green. So I think I want to kind of achieve a similar thing with this heart, but no, I mean obviously not a green, but green might look good if I put a little bit of glaze in that thing. Man, my gouache is all crunchy. It's alright, I'll make it work. Jesus, I ain't hardly use this junk. Alright, so we got that kind of neon looking pink going. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of that neon looking yellow. Right, cha. Kind of make me, I think I better add that to that, because it's going to be really dark otherwise. Now I had some freaking palette knife thingies, and I haven't used them in years. But today is the day. You know, right, see. Alright, let's see here. Let us do just a bit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's looking great. Looking a little bit dark for my liking, but we can adjust. It's like, I'm scared I'm not going to make enough, and then I'm going to need to try to match the same blend. But it is what it is now. Let me just have that, please. Thank you, thank you. Like it's gonna be so freaking thin that it dries out before I even have a chance to finish. Alright, let's see. I think we need more yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I don't want to mix too much either, because freaking junk's probably expensive. I don't remember now, but still, I don't want to waste. Waste not, what not? Alright, I mean, that'll probably do. Maybe I should put a little more neon. I don't know, I'm just like torn because I don't know. I want a certain thing and I can't figure out how to do it. I have this freaking glow-in-the-dark neon paint, but it's very like just watered down, and like I said, I'm just not getting the opaqueness that I want. Let's just try that. Sid, may I borrow this please? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Okay. This is kind of a difficult situation, considering I don't have any room, even though I have this giant desk. But Sid is occupying the majority of it. No matter. Let's see here. Make us up a little whoosh, a whoosh. Oh yeah. It's looking a little muddy, but it'll do. Try it around these edges first, because I don't want to commit to nothing until I know. I think that'll do. Kind of already had that going with the goldish color that I had in here, but this kind of works too. I think I should let that dry now, and I'm gonna revisit it shortly. I'll probably add my little details back because I kind of like covered them up by doing all that wash stuff. But, I mean, hey, that's kind of working there. Let's do that. Look at that mess. That's like blending the little black ink in there and making it its own little washy type thing. So I might not even have to do that if I use what's already here. Hey! That is so nice. Nifty, nifty. And usually I hate when that ink smears, but in this case, it's very handy for this format of working. Because usually I'm trying to like outline stuff for more like cartoony style, and it's like you don't want smutted up freaking outlines. But I'll take it here. I feel like I never really have a plan when I make things. I mean, I do-ish, but once I'm actually like, unless I'm doing a more comic-y style stuff, like this kind of stuff, painting and all, I just kind of just wing it. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like that's kind of what I like. Why I overwork certain things sometimes. I don't even think that's working. I think it's just like wetting it and making it look lighter than it is. But whatever. We're getting a little glaze going of everything, blending it, and then I can go back in. My original plan. And outline some things again. I guess it would probably help if I had like a reference to. I started out with one, but then I kind of just went without it and winged it. And I think that helped. This is helping kind of just blend it out a little and not be so. It just look really just lumpy, or I don't know how to explain it. It's like blotchy, I guess would be the word. Blotchy. Yeah, I mean that helped, right? Think so. So now it just looks a little like hazy. So I think I might give it a little bit of time to dry and go back in with some black ink. I think I want to highlight that red some more too because it's a little bit dull. I was trying to find my freaking red Copic, whatever, but I have a Prismacolor one and this King Art thing instead because I can't find the other one. Oh god, that's mega. You can't use this one even though the tip is like crunchy looking. Let's see. Is it dry enough? Yeah. It's dry enough. It's gonna go in there. Kind of make the little red stand out a little bit more. Yeah. Feel like just covering up what I just did. So I'll just get impatient with this kind of stuff. What the heck just happened? Oh. Dang, I didn't know that was a double tip. Oh my god! Cool. Learn something new every day, I reckon. Now this might be more so up my freaking alley, because that is a bold red there. Yas. That's what I'm needing there. It wasn't getting smutted up with all this black ink and paint. Like, it looks all bright and pretty until it dries. Or maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at it. Oh. Shit. I'm sorry, son. I keep bumping your head. I mean, it's definitely looking red again. That's good. Alright, I think I need black. So do I want to paint it? And then I'll just, do I want to use this? I'll use this. Let's do it. See what happens. I might have gone too far, man. I don't know. Nothing else. I'll get the old brush out. The brush pen or whatever. The brush chisel-y. I think I better do that. Actually, maybe there's something else I can use. Let's try this out. I haven't used this. Oh, nope. I haven't used this yet. I don't know. I can't speak of it, or I can't say it, and my camera won't focus, of course. Tombow Fudenosuke. I'm so sorry. Not good at pronunciations. This is what I needed. See, this ain't gonna work, son. I love you so much, but I need to be able to ink here. Excellent day, kind of. A little bit more ink there. Are you ready to eat, my love? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, my love? Alright, I'm probably about to take a break and just eat me some lunch, but I'm working on the details of this little heart. I'm sure you were watching if you made it this far. But yeah, I'm going back in with a white ink because I use this thick kind of, I have the hardest time finding like good white pens. And this one's good, but they always just like clump up. And I don't understand if it's me or if it's just white is difficult to do. But I guess if you don't like overwork your stuff, you won't have to use white as much like me. But I'm trying to find that other pen that I had. Those little jelly pen things. Those work pretty good. But when like all else fails, I just go to the brush. And I got this little deleter ink. It's pretty good. So I don't know. I have a hard time getting like details with my art. Like I'm very impatient at times, so I don't want to take the time to just like really. Like just thinking about it bothers me. But I need to get better at like line quality and stuff, and just varying my lines so it's just not so thick. But I got this little G pen, Tachikawa G pen, just for like, I don't know, I researched and it's recommended for like manga stuff, manga, however you want to say it. And I really like it. It's helping me to kind of like just calm down. Like, I don't know what makes this different, but it's like a fun challenge versus just like a tedious, I don't know, I'm weird. But yeah, I'm using this to try to get like some thinner lines, and I'm still trying to get the hang of it because you gotta hold the little thing just right to get like your line. And I always want to like scratch into the stuff because I'm going the wrong way. But I also gotta remember I can rotate my actual like art that I'm working on to make it easier. But see, it was just like laying right on my wrist and I couldn't move it, so it's just like it's not very good for movement. But yeah, I think it's gonna be alright once I put these details back in. I think I just muddied it up and I needed to fix it. And then, I mean, overall, the brain, I feel like it's kind of not that defined. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But I kind of like it the way it is, so I probably won't mess with it. But that heart, it just looked a little plain. So I'm glad I kind of built up the layers some more. So yeah, looking forward to how that's going to look. I mean, I might go in here and do a little bit of smaller line work with the white, just to kind of make it match the heart, because I feel like the heart's going to be really detailed. But maybe not, I don't know. I'll figure it out along the way. But anywho, I'm about to let Sid out because he's had his little feeding and now he's ready for his routine outing. And yeah, probably gonna feed myself and come back to this because I need a little minute to like step away and come back. Because I get to a point where I'm just like, this is just not working. When really it's not as bad as it seems. Just kind of got to take a step away and look at it with fresh eyes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just having an issue with this freaking ink not wanting to flow through this nib. I don't know if it's something I'm doing or what, but I'm getting a little irritated. But I'm going to try to continue and hope for the best because I really wanted to work on this today. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to just get to what I was going to talk about before this started happening. I just thought, or I was watching another process video that I recorded like a week ago or whenever, which is probably going to end up being in the same video as this. But in that video I was mentioning how I'm inspired by like science fiction stuff, and this is kind of like capturing a little bit of that. But I mean, a couple of movies I mentioned was like Reanimator and The Fly. And I just, I don't know, I just started thinking about that a minute ago when I was eating. And I thought it might be interesting to talk about why I like those things. Because it's weird. Because when I think about like, I mean, I don't want to offend anybody here, but when I think about like mainstream mental health and like the sort of like throw pills at it approach that most doctors have, like it just kind of seems weird that I would be, I mean, I'm not like anti-science or anything, and I think without getting on a tangent about drugs or whatever, I do think some people benefit from them, and I'm not judging. I just don't agree with the whole approach of, well, let me just give you a pill to numb it. Because I feel like when we have issues, there's like a reason behind it, and it's not just because there's something wrong with us. And if you want to hear more about my views on that kind of stuff, I did a video on it, so I can put that in here somewhere. But yeah, you just think that I wouldn't like, I guess, like the scientist movies where they're like kind of doing like quote unquote immoral acts or whatever, because I'm so like strongly against certain things. It's just how people are viewed and like mental illness and all that. Like, I feel like I should do like an updated video and see if maybe I can explain things a little better now that kind of had some more time to think about what I recorded in my other video. But anyway, I was just like, well, why do I like these movies where these scientists just kind of like go rogue and do this stuff that's not acceptable to society? And I think that's exactly why. Because, I mean, if you think about, I mean, hopefully someone has heard of, or someone that's watching has seen Reanimator somewhere. But like, if you think about like Herbert West, he's kind of just like this little weirdo guy that holes up and works on his little creations, like, which is kind of like, oh my god, what is happening with this pen? I don't understand these kind of pens. I suck. Or either my ink is too thick. I think that's the problem, because I had to stir it and it's all clumped up. But if you think about him, he kind of just like exists in his little projects. Oh my god, I'm getting really irritated. I'm about to just give up. Anyway, like I was saying, I think the appeal is that they are like, he is just like a rogue dude, like doing his own stuff, and he's not limited by, I mean, I don't know, it sounds really horrible because I have morals. Like, I'm not saying don't be considerate, and like I would never do like any kind of experiments like Herbert West, but I think just the kind of like solitary determination, I don't know, there's kind of like that whole creator parallel in there. They're just like inventing new ways of doing things, like, and I just relate to that, like as an artist, and being like, I don't know, I think of like the magician card in the tarot. It's just like using the tools and making the magic happen, man. And I think another, like, I feel like science as a whole is kind of just like, I don't want to make like huge generalizations, but I feel like there's been this sort of like war on, or between like spirituality and science, when I don't think there really has to be. But it's like, I personally like the sort of, I don't know how to say it. While I don't agree with certain things with science, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, there's like a part of me that's like torn and is like, no, you shouldn't like play God or whatever. But then there's another part of me that's like, you shouldn't rely on like something else to like make things happen for you. Like, I feel like it's a balance, really. Save. Just some random thoughts as I sit here and contemplate why things are appealing to me. Just kind of like the whole, like, taking power back into like your own hands and not needing permission from anybody else. And I mean, that said, I do feel like there are limits. It's like, if you start like hurting people, like if I was really like, you know, digging up dead bodies, making like, you know, there would be limits. But I just like the concept of just doing your thing and not letting anybody else sort of like not letting it matter if it seems weird to anybody else. But I mean, that is a very extreme example of a movie, I should say. Like, so basically like building with dead corpses or whatever. So I'll just get off of that right now. my camera ran out of battery earlier, or space earlier. Or actually that was yesterday, so it's the next day. And in the meantime, I did some more work to the what. And I mean, you can't really see all the details because it's kind of got that, I'm using this little metallic kind of paint, which I mean, it's probably not going to translate whenever I do the printed cards, but I still like painting with it just because it's pretty. But anyways, I fixed that kind of how I like it now, and I figured I wanted that glow. I think I talked about it in some of the last clips I was filming, but I wanted like to capture like this kind of glow when I put these on the background or the cover image. So what I did is I traced around them with these highlighters just to kind of give them a little more like, you know. I think that'll do, and then I'm probably going to cut these out. I'm still debating on if I want to add another layer to this part like I did with this brain. But I kind of like it just the yellow. Yeah. But I'm going to just cut these out if I can find some scissors. And I did. That quick, because I organized this place. So nice, so nice. Alright. So we're just going to like cut these out. Yes, that'll work. Maybe I can still do some more to it. But overall, that's the gist. And then it's gonna go on this black paper probably. Get to it. Perhaps it'll be on. I might color that background because that's gonna take some strategic placement for it to like not show that white. But I might even use black. I'm not sure yet. I was trying to grab the heart like it was cut out already. Hello. Alright. So this I'm thinking is going to be like up there somewhere. Oh, I can't grip it. A little hand cramp. This thing is going to be sort of there. This like so, I'm thinking. So I'm not sure about this little oracle piece. But alright, let me just cut this out so I'll stop trying to grab the yeah, I just don't know. I don't like it. I don't think I like these. Let's try tearing instead. And then I'll just do the cuts. I really don't know what the point of that was, but it's a quick way to get excess out of the way. I think I just need to do, I want like more jagged lines, and that's just too, you know. I want it to be kind of more like these flick shapes, or whatever you call it. Okay, that's looking nice. I think that will do. I don't know what I had in mind. I think I need to go back in that brain and do some work because that's just not good enough. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. But I think I'm gonna go in and kind of just fill in these little edges that I got going on because I don't really like that white space in there. Alright, that will do for that. Yeah. Now, look kind of like that. What I need to do, I think I want to do some more work to this one. So let me just do that real quick before I get too ahead of myself. So, okay, so I think I'm at the stage where I'm gonna scan these in, and I think I just decided to do all of them like separately. And I'll probably put these together, these little backgrounds or whatever. But as far as arranging it and then like gluing it and doing all that, I don't think I'm gonna do that just because I don't know, it'd just be a little bit of a hassle, and since I already have to arrange like the cards on top of the backgrounds or whatever, I could just do this the same way and just have it kind of where I can maneuver stuff and kind of play around with it more instead of like finalizing it in physical. So I'm gonna scan these in and make sure my little thing is lined up before I do that. But yeah, and then I'm gonna probably open them up in Canva. Yas, that looks like garbage. Why does it look so like smutty and just muddy? That's the only thing that sucks, is like it's not lining up. Why does it look like that? That's just not cool, man. That's not cool at all. Maybe should I hold it down? I mean, it's closed. I think that freaking metallic paint's giving it trouble because of the light in there. Okay, I usually do. What the heck is this? I do 600 DPI just so it's like good quality. I can zoom a good bit. I mean, I feel like 300 is pretty like standard. It would be fine, but 600 is good. You can just blow it up as big as you need. Did I even hit record? I did. Okay. So let's check it out. I mean, it don't look terrible. It don't look as good as it does look like in person, but at this point, we just doing our best here. And I can always tweak the colors and make it like as vibrant as it is in person. Okay, so I have my little images scanned in, and I'm taking them and cutting out the background in Canva. I just use this little background remover tool deal, and I just decided to do it this way just because I feel like it'll be easier to kind of get it the way I want it and not have to struggle when I'm scanning it, because I was worried, because I mean my scanner's not like, it's not going to be that big, or it wouldn't be as big as the final picture or whatever, so I'd have to scan it in like sections, which is kind of a hassle. So to avoid that, I just did the individual little painting drawing thingies, and then yeah, just do it this way. So as soon as that finishes, I'll try to move some stuff around, but my internet is like ungodly slow, even though I upgraded it. So yeah, that's that. What we gonna do, a little bit of maneuvering, and I did kind of like mess with the contrast and stuff, and just, hey, I didn't even remove the background. No, I messed with the contrast and stuff a little, just so that it would be bright enough, because I know like things just look kind of dull sometimes when you're not looking at them in person or whatever. So yeah, that's what I thought. And the heart kind of didn't translate as well as I would have liked, but I mean, it is what it is now. So I'm not even gonna stud it. I'm not sweating it. Now I just gotta figure out how big I want to put everything, because I kind of wanted the little brain and the heart to be like a major. Oh, what the heck is that? Y'all took away my yellow. I could fix that. Yeah, I wanted those to be kind of like the main attraction. I feel like everything is kind of just like very loud and just clashy, which is fine, but oh god, what's going on here? I don't like that. I don't know. So I'm just gonna play around with it a little bit and see what I come up with. I kind of want it to be like a little bit of a mirroring effect, I guess, with this heart and brain. Because, I mean, you need both, but my brain is just a little bit obnoxiously loud sometimes, most times. So, it needs to kind of simmer down in my case, but yeah, definitely think it's useful to a degree. Just not to the degree that I use it.